Yo, what's happening? So I got a little bit of time today. We're gonna talk. Now, do I condone snitching, ratting, for people that are involved in, criminal activities, selling drugs, robbing, pimping, whatever you're doing? No, I don't. However, I do really fuck with those posts that Ralo been posting lately because I've been feeling like that for years. Don't come to me with no rumors about nobody I fuck with. I'm not that guy. I'm not gonna he with you. I'm not trying to hear none of that shit. I'm not trying to hear none of it. What happened to the traditional rules? What happened to if you don't have hardcore facts, proof, paperwork, you cannot call nobody a snitch or a homosexual? What happened to that? That shit just over with? Like OGs tap in, big homies tap in, like JG, Low, Juice, like tap in, bro. I know a motherfucker ain't gonna type, in the comments or whatever, but hit me in my DM or something, like let me know. You know what I mean? Send me a mental beam or something, like let me know, like the traditional rules don't apply no more. Cause if that's the case, if a nigga ain't got the heart to run up on you and just put one in your head, now they can just kill your character with lies. You feel what I'm saying? Anywho, even after that, right? Say something is proven, right? Then I can have the choice to still deal with them or not. Because let's be real. All of us got a cousin, uncle, brother, somebody that is a homosexual or that is gay or, and we still love them to death. We still deal with them. So, what's good for the goose ain't good for the gavel, whatever the hell old people say. You feel what I'm saying? Like, let me know. I'm lost. You feel what I'm saying? I just ain't that guy, man. Don't come to me with no rumors about nobody I fuck with, bro. Period. That's girly, gossip, little kid, little boy ass shit. Period. If you ain't got hardcore evidence, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to see it. Nothing. And then, like I said, if you got hardcore evidence, all right, boom. Then I can acknowledge, yeah, that nigga's a rat. Yeah, that nigga's gay. But either I could say, yeah, and I ain't fucking with it, or I could say, that's still my motherfucking family. And it is what it is. Guess what? I mean, I ain't in the streets. I ain't selling no drugs. I ain't woo-woo. At the same time, though, it's a code of honor. And I really value honor. You know what I mean? So me personally, I'm not going to the courthouse to tell on nobody. I'm not, getting caught with no drugs or no this and that and say, oh, I'll get my time cut back because I'll give you information about this and that. It's a thing. I got to look myself in the mirror. Get away from that. I got to look myself in the mirror when I wake up, and it just wouldn't sit right with me. But if, definitely if it's a rumor, like I had that situation happen, you know what I mean, with one of the big homies ran away, you know what I mean? Well, two, one used to be my big homie because he did technically went out bad, you feel what I'm saying? So yeah, and I chose to say no, I can't fuck with that. You know what I mean? You get caught with some drugs and then, you hop on somebody else's case just to get your time reduced. I can't fuck with that because y'all the ones who gave us the rules that said you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do that. And a nigga like me looked up to that shit and honored that shit, bro. God willing, I ain't never catch a murder or some shit like that because my ass would have been right up in jail, sitting forever, honoring codes that the niggas that taught us the codes won't even honor themselves. So it was another older nigga around my way, another OG around my way was telling me that another OG was telling. The one he was telling me was at my first birthday party. The one he was telling me that was telling, I was a little more closer with at the time. Also, the one he told me that was telling, he would still answer the phone with him and talk to and stuff. So I'm looking at the rules of it. I'm like, nah. But anyway, even if he wasn't on the phone with him, being that I was close to him, I wasn't gonna just take a rumor because he not in there with him, or he didn't have the black and white. I'm not gonna just take a rumor. I'm that type of friend. I'm the type of friend that I want to have. Nobody can come to me and just tell me, hey, A, B, and C did A, B, and C with no proof. And this my brother, this my family, this my love, and I ain't gonna check the facts or dig into the facts. I'm just gonna believe whatever the world is saying about somebody. That's supposed to be my loved one. That's supposed to be somebody that I cherish and I would live and ride and do. And nah, I don't know when this became part of the game. I don't know why it is. But I just really want to go back to the traditional way where you had to have some type of hardcore evidence that a person was a snitch or a homosexual. I really wish we can go back to those days. You feel what I'm saying? That's my little spiel, man. It's your boy fyemoneyyy, man, aka Money, aka Mr. 1804, the Pretty Zoe, man. Holla at me.